Lots of snow falling today. And it's absolutely beautiful out here. Again, right now we're on the Bruce Trail once again. The Blue Mountain section, heading south. Today's destination, the Scenic Caves side trail. I'm told, I haven't actually seen the caves before, so I'm heading down that way to take a good look. It is on a side trail. Even though I've been that way before, I've been on the main trail. And the caves are on a side trail. And that side trail is that side trail is where we're heading today. Pretty chilly out this morning, not as cold as it could be. It's about -4. Snow's falling. Hopefully you can see that in the GoPro. Beautiful river. Promises to be an interesting yet challenging day. Even though we've got some fresh snow coming down, the trail is very, very icy, which is making underfoot quite treacherous and quite challenging. But having said that, it's going to be a great deal of fun. Very, very, very interesting locations today. Okay, let's get to it. Let's head down this trail. Let's see what adventures we can get into. Let's see what images we can capture today. Let's go. The trail behind me. We just finished quite a steep climb, which brings us out to this little kind of gravel laneway, obviously covered in snow. But I am familiar with this area. In fact, last fall, I think it was last fall, or maybe the fall before that, I photographed this valley in the fall, and it absolutely looked amazing. Beautiful, beautiful golden colors. Today, gray skies, snow, fresh snow. And again, it looks absolutely beautiful today. That's not what we're here to photograph. We're heading to the caves. And we've got some hikers out with their dogs just further down the trail. Absolutely beautiful location. And at this section of the trail last summer, I think it would have probably have been, maybe it could have been May, or it could have been July. The only reason I say that, it was a holiday weekend here in Ontario, and there was fireworks being set off by the communities, because I could hear them and see them across the valley. But I just can't recall if it was the May weekend or maybe the July weekend. But anyhow, I did do an overnight camp right down here. In fact, I think it was just over this little hump in this field, and it was a beautiful view overlooking the valley. And again, there was fireworks going off, which was driving the local coyotes crazy. They were yipping and yapping most of the night, or a lot of the night, whilst the fireworks were going off and beyond. But yeah, it was right, a very interesting evening. But it was just down here where I did the overnight camp. And it was great place to be. Now, just a little further ahead of us, we jump off this little country road. It comes to a T-junction. You can actually turn left or right on the country road, or you go straight through on the actual Bruce Trail, and the Bruce Trail then it narrows off into just a single file trail, and it continues then climbing up to the top of the escarpment. And it's at the top of the escarpment where we should be able to pick up the Singhampton Caves side trail that's going to take us to have a look at those caves. So yeah, it was just through here. In fact, there was a little entrance right there. It is, and I just kind of snuck through there and set up my stealth camp for the night. Yeah, that's exactly where it was. Okay, so yeah, let's continue. We just passed through, actually, on the trail in the climb, some beautiful woodland areas, and as you'll know from watching some of my videos, I do enjoy the opportunity to shoot woodland scenes, especially with fresh snow, and when we get the impact snow on the trunks and fresh snow on the branches. I really do like that because it adds so much contrast and character, and I love it. So that's somewhere probably on the way back, because we're going to come back this exact same way. And it's still snowing, so we're going to let that snow collect more. So on the way back, we'll definitely be photographing in that forest, at least one shot of the woodland. Okay, so there's a little stop sign ahead of us. And on the other side, I don't know if you can see in the GoPro, there's a couple of white signs talking about the Bruce Trail, or marking the Bruce Trail. And through there, as you see, it narrows, and up the escarpment we will go. So we're in for quite a climb going up there. I recall that well because I've been there before. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. And this is the Nottawasaga 3031 side road, and the Osprey Blue Mountain town line. Wow. Also the Blue Mountain and Clearview town line. A lot going on one little sign. Okay, so let's cross this town line and continue along the trail. Ooh, okay, a little bit of a challenge here getting over this little bit of water, so I'm just going to put you guys away for now. Just take a look through this forest. Some tall silver birches kind of radiating, if you will, their silver through the dark of the maples. Absolutely beautiful. Again, the snow continues to fall. We're definitely going to photograph this area, but again, we're going to be doing it on our return because it's just gorgeous, but the snow continues to fall. So let's get as much of that snow as we can. Hey, Gary here, by the way. Gary Clayton Photography. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for watching my video. While I think about it, if you haven't already, like, share, comment, and do click on that subscribe button and click on the bell, because the bell will tell you every time I upload a video to my channel. Wow. It's a great day. It certainly is. Okay. The trail continues towards this Singhampton Caves side trail that we haven't reached yet. But I don't think we're too far away from where that would start, and there will be a marker for it. Let's continue. Wow. Well, the trail brings us right to what's known as Standing Rock Trail, or sorry, Standing Rock. Absolutely amazing. Big, 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 big rock. Snow accenting and highlighting its corners, protrusion, ledges and edges. But how are we going to photograph that? And are we going to photograph that? The trail continues. More of these tall standing rocks on this side. And you know what? I'm wondering if I could somehow get back over this side, get low down maybe, and maybe photograph that rock. But let's just see for a moment. Wow, that's quite tall. Big rock, big rock. But let's just see for a moment what we can see around this side. And I'm thinking probably nothing at all. Yeah, I just, wow. Well, definitely very, very interesting where we are right now. Although challenging to photograph if a person chose to actually photograph this location. But again, oh, lots of snow coming off the trees. Sorry if that's messing up the lens on the camera here. But you know what? I am going to try to set up somehow, come up with some kind of composition, just because we're here. And that fact alone means, you know what? I'm just wondering if I got somewhere over on this side. If I just came up here slightly, I can't go much past this tree because there's too much blockage. Am I going to get some kind of a composition through here? I don't know. Maybe I am. Okay. Let's try set up a tripod if we even need one. Let's just grab the camera first and just take a little look handheld and see what we can do here. Okay, stand by. Okay. Whoa. Real slippy, real icy on this trail. However, the widest lens I have today is my 15 to 45 mil electronic zoom lens on my Fujifilm XT-100. So that is going to be the camera of choice for this particular image. Now, going as wide as I can at 15 mil, actually, you know what? That does not look all that bad. Although, I do need to change. I'm going to change my focal length to just about f8 because that just works here. It's 15 mil is my focal length. We got a nice little shot through there. Nice little shot through. Tree to the left, rock to the right. And standing rock right ahead of us. Let's try vertical orientation on that shot. I still like to get that tree because I just like that tree trunk in the side there. It's giving me about 1/30th of a 30th of a second. And one thing I have noticed, if I was using a DSLR, I'd want to up the ISO so I could get a faster shutter speed. But with a mirrorless camera, I am finding I can use slower shutter speeds and still have a clear image. But having said that, to be on the safe side, I'm still going to up the ISO to 800. I'm going to look again and reset. I'm going to reset my shutter speed to a faster shutter speed now. What am I getting now? Okay, now I've gone from 1/30th of a second, there's the shot, to 1/100th of a second. That's going to really ensure on this particular sensor or this particular camera a clear image, or as clear as I can get with the kit lens. I don't see any point whatsoever in setting up a tripod, which of course I could do. And then shutter speed wouldn't be an issue. But we're hand holding here. And you know what? I'm actually happy with what we've just taken. In fact, I'm actually quite delighted with what we've just taken. Again, with nothing more than my little mirrorless Fujifilm. Hey, let's take a look at that image right now. So yeah, that's what we got from that shot. You know what? We're going to pack up our gear from here and we're going to continue up this trail, because I don't think this is the actual Singhampton side trail caves. I have noticed it mentioned Standing Rock, and that's where we are, but I think we're going to see more interest as we progress. Let's pack up our bag, let's keep going. Man, super treacherous today. In fact, if it wasn't for this fresh fallen snow, I bet you couldn't traverse this trail without spikes on, and spikes I don't have with me today. So that fresh snow isn't just beautiful, it's also beneficial to the success of our shoot today. Okay, let's continue. Now right here, we're basically inside, if you will, a big kind of open air cavern. Unfortunately, the trail through here from the running water that's run down the side of these cliffs and rocks is frozen, which is normal, of course, but it's so treacherously slippy. The exploration would normally continue through there. But you know what? I can't get through there. The terrain is so icy on an incline that without spikes, I cannot get any kind of traction at all. So this is as far as I'm able to go on this particular trail. I understand that now, without spikes. I've really got to get spikes. Probably later today I'm going to see if I can get spikes. But anyhow, having said that, this is super interesting in here. I'm going to, again, grab a couple of handheld shots from here. Yeah. So unfortunately, that's pretty much as I can do. And it's really a matter of just being prepared. I simply, of all the years I've done the trails, I've simply never purchased a pair of spikes. But this year is just a super icy year, more so than others. And without spikes this year, well, in this case, progression, I just, that's an option that doesn't exist. I cannot go forward on this trail. I can only return the way I came, unless I can find some other way around. But the trail, this side trail, does continue through there. And again, I just can't get through. I've tried and I simply cannot get through without spikes. I just cannot get any traction whatsoever through those rocks. And I certainly don't want to get myself in any kind of predicament. But I am going to set up and take a couple of handheld shots. By the way, I apologize if there's snow on the lens of the GoPro. It is snowing in here, of course. And I'm trying to keep the lens clean. But anyhow. Okay, so you know what? That's fine. All is not lost, and it's really amazing. And I'm super enjoying this. But we are going to grab my camera again, my Fujifilm probably. And we're going to grab a couple of handheld shots, and then we're going to continue from here. Further down the trail, we'll go back around on the actual Bruce Trail itself and continue and see what else we can find. Okay, let's do that. Okay, behind me, the composition. Now, it's chaotic. It is total and complete chaos. However, on the smaller trees, there's still that remnants of those yellow and golden and kind of brown leaves from the previous fall. White on some of the Christmas trees, if you will. And then the tall maples. You know what? I'm going to capture that image. I'm using Velvia for my film choice. Again, with the Fujifilms, you can choose a film choice. And again, by the way, that's what made Fujifilm famous and such a successful company, was their film back in the day. And you could choose over many different films. They give you that same option digitally on their cameras. I'm using the Velvia because it's going to give you a little higher saturation. Of course, we can do that in post, but it's still going to give us a higher saturation that's really going to help bring out those goldens and those browns from those leaves. Hey, we have a 15mm focal length. Let me see, we have 1/320th of a second. Super bright, super white. Let's grab that shot. And there it is. Wow. Yeah. Whew. The day progresses, the day continues. It's amazing. And as I mentioned earlier, definitely got to try to get those spikes. In fact, in the town of Collingwood, that's not too far from where we parked, we might head into that town. It's about 10 or 15 miles, but we might head into that town. Here in Ontario, in Canada, we have a big chain of kind of hardware type stores. One of Canadian Tire, they're called. But I think that could still be open with all this chaos in the world that's going on. I think Canadian Tire is open, and they may very well have spikes. But I'm going to see. Anyhow, having said that, yeah, take a little look-see. Absolutely amazing, beautiful. A little chaotic, sure it is. There's so much going on, sure there is. But you know what? That's what post is all about. What you can do, what you can work with, what you can create. Because we really are creators. Creators of images, maybe, I don't know. Here's the trail behind me. Yeah. But it's beautiful. Man. And this is my setup right on the trail. My tripod, my camera, my pack. So yeah, we're going to pack up from here. We're going to continue further down the trail, but I think I might work this composition a little bit more from a different angle over there and just try a couple of shots, but we'll see. But anyhow, basically, we're going to head down the trail, see what else we can find. Again, we're set up on the tripod. We have a vertical or portrait orientation, and we have the beautiful expanse. Take a look all around. My goodness, we have 180 degrees of pure magic. Absolutely stunning. Now, I don't believe I've done this yet with this camera, the Fujifilm XT-100. I'm going to try a panorama because, you know, why not indeed? It's just a perfect location for this. Okay, so we are set up on the tripod. Let's... I'll take a shot of you guys. I'll take a shot of you guys just to tell me that everything after that is going to be my panorama. And let's take my first shot. There's my first shot. Moving to the right, kind of a 30-degree on the image overlap. Second shot. Again, moving to the right, about a 30-degree overlap one more time. Third shot. Let's take another one. Whoops. Oh boy, I keep pressing buttons. Oh my lordy. That's the problem I am having with, you know what, let's see if I can get rid of that. And I did. Problem I'm having with such a small camera after being used to a DSLR or a full-size DSLR, like both my Canon 5D Mark II or my 50D, is every time I grab hold of this little camera, I'm touching something, I'm giving it a command. And I'm not necessarily intending to do that. I have no idea how many images I've just taken now, but it doesn't matter. We'll use what we want. Let's take one more. So there. Let's see if we can create a panoramic shot out of that. And if we do, we'll pop it up now. If nothing comes up now, we didn't get one. So yeah, with this Fujifilm, the major drawback I find if it is a drawback, I think it's just a matter of getting used to cameras. But I am used to a full-size DSLR camera. I've had a 5D Mark II for a long time, which I loved. I use a Canon 50D, which is physically the same size as the 5D Mark II. I use a 50D pretty much every day, which I love. And when I go to a much physically smaller mirrorless camera, it's got lots of controls, lots of buttons, and I find with my big hands, every time I pick it up, I have to be really careful and concentrate a lot on not pressing a button and giving the camera a command of some kind. Sometimes I've tried to take images and not even realize I've given it a command and it's doing something totally different, like shooting a video or something like that. Hey, again, trial and error, we will overcome. But yeah, what an absolutely perfect location. Even though it's the 23rd of March today, it is spring. It's a beautiful winter scene here in Ontario. Wow. Okay, you know what? I'm going to play a little bit with the composition here, just for fun. And then I'm going to pack up and I'm going to carry on down this trail. It's an amazing day. Temperatures maybe climbed now to about maybe -3, -2. We started off at about -4, but it hasn't changed a lot. Yeah. What an absolutely great day to be out. Okay. Well, it's been a great day, full of adventure, fun, some disappointments, and some highlights. It's too bad we couldn't continue along that side trail, but just way too icy this time of year. And you know what? There's lots of things out there that want to hurt you. There's no point hurting yourself. So, yeah. But having said that, we're almost back where we parked. So, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching my video today. And you know, wherever you are in the world, I hope you guys are all safe. I hope your families are all safe. Lots of crazy things going on right now. But you know, one little thing, let's just try not to worry about it, because whatever's going to happen is going to happen, whether we worry about it or not. Let's sit back. Let's have a cup of coffee, like we always do. And let's have a look at some images from today. And again, thank you. Thank you for being here.